Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is 𝘰𝘵𝘃, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I have no idea what is going to be coming up in today's video, but I really felt inspired to come on with a mini reading. So here we are, and I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards to get into the messages. I just want to say there is the most gorgeous sunset outside my window today. I hope that you've had a beautiful day wherever you are. I am also very happy because I got a Christmas drink today. I know it's a little early for it, but I got a sugar cookie latte with almond milk. It is absolutely amazing. And I would love to know what you're eating or drinking during the reading if you have anything with you. I'm really just in this beautiful energy. I'm picking up on all of this really light, airy, wonderful, really kind of exhilarating energy in the air right now. So I just wanted to share that with all of you through this mini reading and see what messages want to come through for you. One thing coming up right away that sort of relates to this that was coming through when I was journaling earlier is that you have this way of calling people up to a higher octave of experience. And how my guides were describing it is that we're all on the same physical planet, but we're having different octaves of experience based on our perception. And our perception, or the octave we get to experience, is based on our frequency. So when we shift our frequency to a higher level, we get to experience this higher octave of the human experience, so to speak. That is why on our healing journey, sometimes we can have these moments of like, wow, I've never felt so happy, or I've never felt so in love, or so in love with myself or my life, or so fulfilled. We get those moments that feel new to us because in essence, they are new. You wouldn't think that after, 5, 10, 20 years on the planet, you could have a new kind of experience of an emotion, but you can, because as you heal, and I feel if you are listening to this reading, you are someone on a healing journey. As you heal and shift your energy, your frequency, you get to access these higher octaves of the human experience. And that is why you've most likely had these moments recently where emotions have actually even felt more vibrant to you, or maybe even like tonight, the sunset sometimes looks more vibrant to you, or there's just this tangible difference in how you're perceiving things on the planet. This is because you've shifted your frequency through your healing work. And so not only that, but as you access this higher octave of experience, you actually call others up to that frequency as well. And this is actually why you've been called to do something, to share something, to put something out there in the world, whether it's your voice, your music, your art, yourself in some way. You've been guided to share yourself through like a career path, or through just interacting with people, or being out and about, or whatever this is for you, because your example of your energy actually inspires people to a higher energy within themselves. You're almost like a tuning fork to others, where you hold this pure tone, kind of like when you're tuning an instrument. Sometimes you'll play a pure tone out loud and then tune the out of tune instrument to the pure tone. In your case, you are like that powerful pure tone frequency, and your presence actually tunes others to that frequency and to that energy as well. So you do that in so many different ways, by the way, because I'm picking up someone might be thinking, well, I don't really know if I'm doing that, or maybe I'm not doing enough to do that. You are having such a bigger impact than you realize, even right now, wherever you stand, wherever you are on the world, whatever you're doing, your energy is impacting so many more people than you realize. And the more you consciously recognize the power of your impact and your energy, the more you amplify that power. The power you hold within yourself amplifies through being recognized, not just by yourself, by the way, but also by people around you. That's why sometimes you notice when you are in the presence of someone who recognizes you for your spiritual gifts or your abilities or your talents, you actually find yourself becoming more of those things in their presence, because acknowledgement amplifies. And so when you acknowledge and appreciate things about yourself, they amplify. But equally, you are now in this phase where you are meant to be surrounding yourself with people who acknowledge and appreciate those aspects of you that you may have hidden from the world for so long because of learned self-rejection, because those parts of you were rejected. So you may have for a time rejected them within yourself, but you've been on this path of embracing all of those parts and pieces of yourself that you had once rejected. I see that's a journey you've already overcome. But now in this next phase, it's very important for you to allow yourself to gravitate towards people, things, experiences that really appreciate, acknowledge you, and see you. So I feel that is a beautiful introduction to start with, but it's really your beautiful energy that is bringing out that introduction. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the powerful and important role that you play here on the channel, for being part of this community. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe here as well. Join our beautiful virtual supportive space here on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and get started by shuffling the traditional tarot cards. I just can't stop admiring this sunset. Maybe that's a message. Maybe there's something in your life that you just can't stop admiring or thinking about in a positive way. But equally, I have to say, for many of you, there is someone who can't stop admiring you. It's like they can't stop looking at you, or I'm hearing you're everything I dreamed of. With the Page of Swords in the upright position, yeah, there is someone I'm hearing endlessly curious about you, deeply curious about you, wanting to know everything about you, that wants to ask you all kinds of questions. So this could be a friend or someone new in your life. This could be someone romantically, someone who wants to give you an opportunity. It is strange. We have this Page of Wands reversed here and King of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're focusing on something very new. You are either focusing on some new dream, goal, endeavor, ambition, or just on yourself. And yet, while you are focused on yourself, or you are focused maybe on someone or something new, you have a lot of people who are focused on you. It's like that's the feeling I get. Like you are looking at yourself and so many people are looking at you. You are focused on yourself and so many people are focusing on you, interested in you, wanting to know what's going on in your life. There may be something here about being a little bit cautious with your energy, with who you specifically share certain details or pieces of information with, because I get that there are prying eyes. This isn't necessarily a negative thing, but there are a lot of people who, for whatever reason, probably for a myriad of different reasons, depending on the person, that's where discernment comes into play. But there are many people who do seem to want information about you for one reason or another. I'm hearing mixed intentions. So some of them may have very positive intentions about wanting this information. Some of them may want it because they're getting some kind of a hit out of just knowing things about you, or whatever the case may be. I'm hearing because it gives them some kind of control. So you may actually have revoked a lot of access to you from certain people. Like, nuh-uh, you do not get access to my divine, beautiful, sacred reality, especially not the one I'm creating now, because it's more sacred and more divine than ever before. I feel like there's something about how your energy is so, so powerful, but also so, so selective at this time. Like you are, I'm hearing, really sorting through who is meant to be a fan and who is meant to be part of your inner circle. And you're realizing the difference, because I'm getting that you may have certain people in your life that seemed like friends, but were actually fans, or seemed like romantic interests, but were actually fans. Now, let me explain what I mean by this, because this isn't just for people in the public eye. You may or may not be in the public eye. You may not necessarily create online or anything of that nature. What I mean when I call someone a fan is there are people who admire you and adore you. And it's sort of like if there's a musician on a stage, they love being in the audience. They love seeing you, being inspired by you, maybe watching you like in your element or whatever the case is. They like to be privy to that, but they aren't really on your level. They're not really getting that like deeper level of access to you that your inner circle would, because in this instance, if someone is a fan in your life, what I mean is that they admire you, but they don't really have an intention to aspire towards something for themselves or to be able to reciprocate with you. So they're not looking to have a connection with you that is balanced, that goes both ways. They're looking to be a fan, to be kind of like in the crowd, admiring you, seeing you, being inspired by you, but not reciprocating with you. They aren't willing or able to give to you in a balanced way. That doesn't mean that there's something negative with them. It just means, yes, they want to adore you. They want to be privy to what you're doing. They want to be inspired by you, but they can't be with you in like a partnership or a friendship or part of your closer circle because they aren't able to or interested in actually reciprocating with you in a balanced way. And so that puts them in this like so-called fan category, as we'll call it. But then I'm getting, you have these people showing up in your life who are true supporters in the most intimate sense, the ones who are part of your inner circle, the ones who are superstars in their own right, or excited about their own things in life, their own passions, their own goals, people who not only support you, but support themselves. And then when you come together, it's like this supercharged, powerful explosion of inspirational energy where you're able to fully support each other because you're coming from that place of individual wholeness and passion and excitement for your own lives. And I feel like those are the kinds of friends and supporters that you're attracting in at this time. But it's a totally new caliber of support for you, because what I'm picking up is that you are someone who is very accustomed to having people who are kind of in that, like, I hate to call it like a fan category. That's just the best way I can describe it. People who really admire you, but have no intention of rising with you, if you know what I'm saying. And I feel that you've had the issue before where these individuals would kind of have you on a pedestal, but then end up leaving you feeling rejected because they couldn't actually meet you where you are. And so you may have learned to be very hyper independent or learned to be alone, but let me tell you, this is the phase of your life where you are going to be attracting in people who really do meet you on your level. You may already be attracting this in, and it is going to feel entirely different. I'm also hearing the energy does not lie. Pay attention to how these connections make you feel. Trust yourself. When you are connecting with someone and something about it just feels kind of icky to you or feels off to you or imbalanced, trust those signals, even if you don't really understand it on the surface. There's a reason that connection feels that way to you. And that is going to be proven to you because within the right connections, you won't have that feeling. And when I say right, I mean the connections that are really balanced and harmonious and reciprocated and aligned with you where you are. So I feel like you're learning to trust those signals and impulses, even if you do at times get mislabeled or misjudged by people who may get cut out of your life and may be wondering, like, why did I get cut out of your life? Or why did you have to set this boundary with me? Because they may be unconscious of their own energy. I've just been picking up a lot of messages of you really becoming very, very sensitive and aware of how others are connecting with you, becoming aware when someone is mingling their energy with yours and it's actually lowering your energy personally in the process. Now, of course, if you are mixing energies with someone who has a lower vibration and you have a higher vibration and you're coming together and they have no intention to rise, so you kind of mix energies and then you are kind of brought down, they will naturally get a little bit of a boost out of that when they're in your presence, but it will drop back down when they are away from you. And that is how those connections tend to become very like codependent or draining. Even if they are unconscious of what is going on, you are aware that it's draining you subconsciously, energetically, but they may be saying, well, what can I do different? Or I'm not doing anything wrong. But the thing is, it's not anything they're literally doing or saying in the physical. It's the way that your energies are combining. And it's the fact that they are not taking responsibility for their own energy. They don't have the intention to rise on their own, to do the inner work, to lift their own frequency to your level. So instead, yours is naturally getting brought down while theirs is getting an artificial boost that is like dependent on your presence or your communication, which in itself is draining because there's that level of codependency there. So I feel like you've become very repulsed by those kinds of connections. And there are certain people who may be misjudging or misunderstanding you, but Your energy also feels so clear and free and light because you've become aware of those kinds of dynamics and had the courage to set boundaries with them or to step away from them, to trust that inner guidance. I'm hearing trusting your inner guidance is paying off in such a big way, in so many different ways in your life at this time. Wow, what an energy we are in right now. I am just so proud of us. I am proud of this entire collective. We have come so far to make it where we are now, and this is only the beginning. We are just getting started, and if you'd like to be along for this journey, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram at @magnetize_yourself as well, and listen to my channeled music under my artist name, Songs by Infinity, on Spotify. Now, I'm going to close this reading with a Rumi Oracle card. I know this was a bit of a shorter one, but I've just been feeling these like rapid fire messages coming through, both the last video posted last night and then this one. They were both shorter messages, but just felt like punchy in a way, like there was something powerful that wanted to come through. So thank you for being part of that co-creative process. And I do want to share with you that if you would like to supercharge your energy, to shift your subconscious mind and to start manifesting in all areas of your life very quickly, I really recommend checking out a subliminal that I just created called Quantum Shift. This is one I've been considering making for years now, and I'm so happy that it's here. I have been using it just for the past few weeks, and as you can probably hear in my voice, I've already been feeling such a massive shift in my own life in so many different areas of my life. I am so thrilled to be sharing this one with all of you. It's my personal favorite so far. And you can try it out for free by creating a free trial account in my Subliminals app. And the name of the app is Sound and Soulful. So you can search for it in the app stores, or alternatively, you can directly download it easily just by clicking the link in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But essentially, this subliminal is so powerful because it works with your personal desires. Many of the affirmations are targeted to several different areas of your life, from appearance to love to using your true talents to achieve your goals or to align with your soul's mission here on earth. There are so many powerful, beautiful affirmations within this subliminal designed to help you reprogram your subconscious mind for success, happiness, abundance, and your highest forms of love and connection in this life. And just like the name suggests, it's meant to help you take a literal quantum shift, a quantum leap towards your goals. So you can try it free, see how it works for you, come back and let me know how it's been working. I often feel the shifts from this even after just one listen. So take a listen, see how it goes for you. Again, you can try it free for 7 days with a free trial account, and all of the information for that is underneath the video. But let's go ahead and pull a Rumi card just to close things off here. You guys know I often love to end these readings with a Rumi message. This whole deck and guidebook is just so beautiful. And the card to come out here today is Resplendent with Grace. So let's read from the guidebook here. And the guidebook says, "Is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you in all your glorious fullness of being. You are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all creation as you step this way and that." And the guidebook here also says, "All that is needed to nurture you onto the next step of your life path is within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now." So what an amazing place to close this reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. It is such an honor, as always, to be here with all of you, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the next video.